Hello everyone! Today I will be doing my first Q&A. I asked my Instagram followers if they had any questions for me. Yeah, because I feel like I haven't really shared much about myself. Plus I have a dinner to go to tonight, so I do have to get ready for that. I just figured it'd be the perfect time to, talk story and answer a few questions. Let's just dive right into this. Just FYI, I did do my brows before this, as you can tell, they're done. But that is because I'm not ready to show the entire world what I look like without my eyebrows. If you knew me before this happened, I label that time in my life as pre-eyebrow era, pre-eyebrow Rachel. I can explain what I do for my eyebrows even though I already have it done. So for my eyebrows, it was honestly a journey. I didn't start drawing, or at least trying to draw my eyebrows on, until I was maybe like a freshman in college. It was rough. Like, I look back at old pictures and I'm like, I really thought I was doing something with that. I really thought it looked good. But also that was around the time where like the beginning of your eyebrows were literal blocks, like dark blocks. At least now it's like more faded, and I know like the whole natural brow is in, but I don't have eyebrows to be natural, so I still have to draw it in. What I have been using for a few years now is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. Ooh, look at me. Oh, there we go. I use it in neutral brown. Your brow is supposed to be a couple to a few shades lighter than your hair or your natural hair. So basically what I do, I will start like in the middle because that's where I have like the most hair. It's sparse over here, and at the end I actually plucked off the end. I know they say don't do that, but I did it anyway. So that's why I have to draw this entire end here. Alright, so what I just did was, because we're about natural now, I just go with my pencil and I flick up like this. This has a spoolie, so I'll use that and kind of like smudge it out, and it ends up being like that. You know what, if you make a mistake, it's fine. Just use your finger, use a Q-tip and just clean it up. I do the middle first, I draw the end second, and then I'll do the front last. That's where I spend the most time. Because I draw my brows in every day or when I leave the house, it's not gonna look the same every time, and I know that. And I know that there's other alternatives to just drawing your eyebrows, but your girl over here is Pake, and Pake basically means cheap, and I am Pake and proud is what me and my friends always say, and I would rather spend $7 to $8 on these pencils than pay hundreds of dollars a year to get it like microbladed, wax, whatever. I don't have it in me to spend that much money on my brows that I'm gonna need drawn in forever. Oh my god, I'm like forgetting I have to answer questions. Okay, my first question is, do you have favorite sports teams? Not really. I do love sports, but I don't like watching like professional sports. I don't know, I just never got into it. I think I would just rather play sports than watch sports. That's just me. So now that I have the brows done, my next step that I always do is I always do concealer. My stuff is like really messy, so I'm so sorry. I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. Blemishes, redness, I use it to cover redness, and then I'll put under my under eye like so, and I look crazy. I use a lot of e.l.f. products because they're cheap and they work really well. Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist, so I just spray it like this. Alright, spray that beauty blender, and then I just start dabbing away. Okay, next question. Favorite food? My favorite food is gonna be so stereotypical, but it is white, short grain Japanese rice. I can absolutely demolish a pot of rice. And I'm not talking about with furikake or like shoyu. If it were up to me, if it is cooked right, I will eat that stuff plain. Funny story. This is how Pake I am. So in high school, actually in middle school and high school, our school used to sell rice or food or, bacon and eggs and stuff like that in the morning. And I just like never wanted to spend my own money. I guess that's what it was. Or I just didn't bring any money. So I would literally go around to different people and ask them for a quarter, if I could borrow a quarter. Because when you borrow a quarter, like they don't expect you to pay them back. So that's what I did. Just using those business skills is all. I'm not a thief or anything. Okay, so now that all the concealer is in, now I do like the eyeshadow and liner and all that kind of stuff. And if you've seen in previous videos, I always use tape to help guide me because otherwise I suck and it looks really bad. I'll angle it so that the wing is pretty flat. A couple years ago, I bought the Supreme Nudes Artist Couture palette. This is the one that I tried to fix. It still looks like crap, but it's a lot better than it just being all shattered. So normally I stick to these three colors. I will use this middle color and I'll just start on the outer, bring it kind of into my non-existent crease. And see, I'm like doing it in circles. And by no means am I a makeup artist. I'm not an expert. I've done a lot of practice on myself. We're going for semi-natural. Okay, so we don't want to go all crazy. Okay, I keep forgetting that I need to answer questions. Celeb crush, boy and girl. Ooh, I know who my celeb crush is. Okay, I love J.R. Ramirez, who plays one of Michaela's love interests in Manifest. That guy, or Robbie Amell. Robbie Amell was in Picture Perfect with Ashley Tisdale. He is so good looking. They are just beautiful, beautiful men. I just like the dark features and I don't know, they're just like so manly looking. Girl or female crush? So I guess for now, I will choose Doja Cat 2018? 19? It's using my same eyebrow pencil. I just want to make a small wing and I'll just go and start from the outside and draw towards my eye. And now the other side. See, it's just like a little baby wing. Next question. What shave ice flavors do you get? Well, I always go to Ice Garden. I grew up with it. I always get the number 7, which is the milk shave ice with the flan, so the custard. It has 2 pretty solid sizes of custard and it has mochi balls. Just tastes like condensed milk. One of them is what's my makeup routine? Well, this is my makeup routine, which I am not done with, so I better keep going. Blush. I have my handy dandy Bite Beauty. This thing is kind of old. This one was like the multi-stick that they discontinued before they kind of went, I think they went vegan. Your ring finger is the one that uses the least amount of pressure, so that's why I use that one. So I just kind of tap it on and I go here to here. This stick is like amazing and that's why I'm so bummed that they discontinued it. You're using your hands, you want to go up, right? You don't want to like drag your face down and go like this. You want to go up, like push up like that. I forgot. I'm gonna use the micro setting mist. So then now I will use the setting powder and I will just pretty much put that over where I get oily the most, which is like my forehead. I'll put it on my eyebrows because it keeps my eyebrows in place and it doesn't like wipe off and stuff, especially if I like go to the beach. Next question. What are some of your hobbies that you picked up during COVID? So the random man in all my vlogs, as you can assume, is my boyfriend. His name is Christian. Christian is a golfer. So when COVID became a thing and we couldn't really see anybody, he started teaching me how to golf. So I learned how to golf. I'm not the best. I am quite inconsistent. I do like it though. Surfing, he surfs too. I feel like I've been learning how to surf for like a really long time, but Christian, I've gone out with him the most, so I've probably learned the most when I've been with him. But I always wanted to be like a surfer, skateboarder girl, but I think growing up I wasn't really surrounded with that. So I think now that I can do that, I've been trying to get into at least surfing for the last few years. And like after my skateboarding incident, I haven't gone since, but I do want to go again. I'm just gonna be covered head to toe because I do not want to get hurt again. I love blush, so I know they say don't mix cream and powder, but I do it anyway. So the Milani Luminosa so. This one is a go-to, and I just tap it on like so. Yeah, so I would say golfing and surfing is probably like the main new hobbies. I use the Glossier Lash Slick. I don't really go from the root. I just kind of get what I can take because I don't really have long, luscious eyelashes. I guess I'm feeling a little bronzer. So what I do is I use the bronzer and I will use it in the hairline to kind of like create that shadow right here. And it's okay if you're going on your forehead, and then I kind of go like a little bit up here. And doing that is like making the illusion that your forehead is smaller. And I was blessed with a pretty large forehead, so doing this will help. Last but not least, this is really old as well. This is Tarte highlighter in the shade Stunner or Stunna. I use my ring finger again, and let's just go in the inner corner of my eyes. Taking my eyebrow pencil again. I use a lip liner mainly to define this upper part. See? Use the Laneige Berry Lip Glowy Balm. Alright. Wow, that took forever. Let me just do one more question then. What would your dream job be? Ooh. It used to be wanting to work for like some kind of surf company or like skating company like Billabong or Ruka or something like that, like designing. I feel like growing up I always enjoyed drawing and having that creative side. I think everyone wants to work for themselves, and that's completely understandable. I don't know what the business that I would create would be. I think just something that will allow me to keep being creative and keep doing what I want when I want. Like this channel is allowing me to have that creative outlet. I think that is my dream job. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sure I'll do more Q&As and makeup, get ready with me type of stuff in the future. But thank you for watching my very first one. But yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Look at your feelings, show me you want it. You've been a fan, ain't no more talking. Need you to bad, bad.